Welcome back to the Kat-Chup.
We find ourselves in the heart of South Sydney at the Heffron Centre today.
Yes, the Centre of Excellence, where we're going to be sitting down with a bunch of Rabbitohs, talking footy, fashion, and we're doing some Wayne Bennett trivia as well.
I reckon the boys are at absolute billions when it comes to Bennett trivia.
Yeah, I'm excited to see how they're going to go. Let's go test them.
Let's go see how we go.
Okay, first up, we're joined by Keon and Hazen. Guys, thank you so much for joining us on the Catch-Up. The first time we've spoken to South Sydney, so I'm really excited.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
It's great to be here.
Well, actually, we're here with you guys. This is the place where all the important conversations happen, so I'm hoping that after today you feel like this is another one of those really important moments.
Yeah, hopefully. We'll see how we go.
Okay. Well, the Olympics is pretty much underway. My first question to you guys, if you were going to compete in the Olympics and it can't be any rugby league related sport, what would you compete in?
Big answer.
Yeah, basketball. Probably basketball, yeah.
You would have went to college.
So you're a bit of
He's a gun, yeah, he's a gun.
I'm all right. Have a crack.
Okay, so was there a point where you had to pick between basketball and rugby league?
Yeah. When I was just finished school and I had a choice whether to go over to the States to play college ball or play footy. Grew up playing both, and then just ended up sitting back, see where it took me, and ended up here.
Did your old man have an influence on that, mate?
Yeah, the old man. Actually, it was more my mum, to be honest. She really wanted me to play footy. The old man played footy, so it feels good to follow him and what he does. Yeah.
What about you, Keon, at the Olympics, mate? What are we doing?
Maybe like shot put or something. I don't know. What is it? I used to swim. Yeah, I was a swimmer, yeah. I used to swim.
Swimmer?
My mum's a swim coach, so I swam until I was about 16. I was all right. I did some nationals and that, but probably a bit too heavy now.
You all right?
Yeah, I was all right, 30 kilos ago.
You're preaching to the choir, don't worry. Boys, what about growing up? You said you played a bit of basketball. I know you were a mascot jet. Who were like your heroes or mentors when you were growing up when it came to sport?
Any sport?
Yeah, any sport, yeah.
I'm a big LeBron fan. I love LeBron, a big NBA fan. Watched him ever since he came in the league in 03. Just fell in love with him. Still watching him now when he's like, 45 now. But yeah, he was probably the one I look up to. And then in league, probably Sonny Bill. I was born in the area in Canterbury, Bankstown, so that was sort of natural for me. My family's Bulldogs. Support the Bulldogs, so that was my man. Yeah.
What about yourself, mate?
Yeah, for footy, probably my old man. Obviously, growing up watching him play, I thought he was the best in the world. Him or Greg Inglis. And then and for basketball, I looked up to a lot of Kobe Bryant, his mentality, and also Zach Levine, probably not a big name, but he's a high flyer, so kind of like the way he played. Yeah. Is
there anything about their mentalities or their games that you kind of have integrated into your own games these days?
Yeah, like I think especially on the Kobe Bryant side, he's always competing, and I think it doesn't matter, whether young fella, old fella, just ripping in every time you hit the field, especially against these big boys and that, and then and also just trying to be better every day. That's what he says.
What about you, Keon? Bit of Sonny Bill in your game?
Nah, I wouldn't say that. I just wanted to play rugby league. I had no sort of other option really. Like I always wanted to be an NRL player, and I'm just very grateful to be where I am, and obviously wanting to be like Sonny Bill and all those sort of people, Sammy Burgess and that. You always just want to follow in their steps, and how cool it would be to play NRL, and it's pretty crazy how life turns out.
Yeah, I'm sure it's cool for you to reflect on how far you've come when that was your goal the whole time. But speaking of these kind of athletes that you look up to, a lot of them had rituals, superstitions, all that kind of stuff heading into their games. Do you guys have anything in particular that is really, really key for your performance every week?
Rituals, I probably just I pray before I play. It's probably the biggest thing for me. Is my faith, and so every time before I hit the field and then when I'm prepping up, I just say a little prayer and then go out and do my thing. Yeah.
For me, I'm not really a guy that has that. I sort of go with the flow, and I used to be like I always used to go out for breakfast and everything. I make sure I have a nap and that, but ever since I had a daughter, that went out the window. So it's whatever she wants. I'm just doing just whatever really, as long as I'm preparing well during the week, and then I make sure I'm all right for the game.
Who's the guy in the team with like the biggest ritual or superstition or something that stands out
There's a few. I know Cookie, he eats like pasta or something the night before a game. I know Camo has to get like 10 hours sleep or something the night before a game, and then he has like a 4-hour nap before the game, which is probably why he kills the place for Australia. So maybe I should try that. I don't think many other boys. I think Jackie Whiten has a few. I think when we were in Central Coast, because we played at 3, we weren't going to have a team walk because it was like an awkward timing. But then I think Jackie asked the coach, "Can we have a team walk?" So maybe maybe he's like that. He always wants to have a team walk and that. But yeah, normally the boys are all right, and yeah, we don't really care as long as you're all right and get ready to play and make sure we win.
What about your career so far, boys? What's been your proudest moment or the biggest moment of your career so far?
I think for me, I've had a tough run with a few injuries here and there. So just trying to get back on the field. But probably a proud moment for me was during preseason this year. I was able to we went through a tough camp together with the boys, and then I ended up coming out and getting an award for that camp, which was pretty cool, just to be recognised by the boys and by the coaches and the staff for hard work, which is what I try and do every time I'm here. So that's probably my moment right now.
Mine's probably playing for Tonga when I first played for them in New Zealand. It was probably a big thing for me because of my dad's Tongan, and my dad was probably the reason why I started playing footy. So just something small, be able to give back and play for where he was born. I'd never seen my dad cry before, and apparently my sister was telling me that he cried when he seen me line up doing the national anthem. So that was probably my proudest moment. Obviously, as being a kid, you want to make your parents proud, and to be able to do that, I'll remember that forever.
That's so special. We're obviously in the South Sydney territory right now. It's one of the oldest clubs in the game. There's so much history attached, and so when you start playing for the team, you enter into this world of very committed Souths fans. Talk to us about what the fans are like and what that experience is like playing with them in the stands week in, week out.
Yeah, you definitely hear them. Very vocal, and they tell you how they feel, win, lose or draw. And I've been lucky enough to be South my whole life, being here my whole life. So I've got to, sort of learn everything from a young age. And I couldn't imagine myself anywhere else. And very grateful, like I said, to be able to be in such a rich club, found the club, and not many people can say that they play for this club. So for me to put on the jersey each week, I don't take it for granted. That's for sure.
Mm. How about you, Hazen?
Yeah, for me, still waiting to hit the field one day, but I can definitely say passionate is one way to describe our fans. They love the game and they love the club, and they just want to see us do the best we can. And then even when I go to watch the boys play and I'm there, like the atmosphere is awesome, and it's just really good to have such a great community. I think it's a family club, which is really awesome. What I found when I first come here, family club that really gets around each other. So yeah,
that's a really nice way of describing it. And you've got Reggie as well, who big point of difference as well from other clubs. In honour of Classic Sportswear, I want to know, guys, who is the best dressed on the team?
That's a good question.
And you are allowed to say yourselves if you really believe in your style.
Nah, I'm basic. I'm so basic. Best style? I think this fella's got some fits. Straight out. Kay's got some fits.
No. I've seen the Louis Vuitton, the TNs. I've seen the combinations that you can put together. That's some style right there.
Yeah. We had this conversation actually, go.
I don't know. That's probably from the area I was born, from Canada Bankstown. Everyone wears TNs, Asics there. So, but back to the best dressed. I don't know. Probably Lockie's pretty good.
Yeah, Lockie. That's it.
He's got like that American sort of style.
100%, bro.
I don't know if he dresses himself or his missus, but yeah, but he pulls them off.
Yeah, he's good. He's good.
Who thinks they're the best dressed?
Davey.
Oh yeah, Davey. Yeah, Davey. He's got like every TN under the sun,
every color, everything.
Yeah. He wears like all designer and everything. Yeah.
I've got to ask. I'm a big TNs fan. Where do you stand on them? Because I know you like them, Keon.
I think all white TNs. They're nice. I think sometimes. I mean, it depends if you can rock it. Like you got to look for it. You're confident.
I'm trying to convince Guru to get some.
What you got on now?
What colour would you put
Reeboks?
him in?
Can you just tell by eyeballing me I'm not a TN guy or what?
No, you'll see them.
Yeah.
I reckon either all black.
Yeah, all black, all white. Can't go wrong.
Now, boys, obviously this season it's been a mixed bag, but you've sort of, you've found some form at the back end. And, mate, one thing that I've really enjoyed, and this is a bit of a who am I? Feel free to jump in when you think you know who it is. Plays for a Sydney club, moved to the Jersey 13 a couple of weeks ago, averaging well over 100 metres, over 40 tackles. Who do we reckon? It's Connor Watson, correct. He's been flying. How good's he going?
He's been all right. Got me.
But seriously, mate, you moved to the middle. I know personally, and a lot of our fans out there that are big Supercoach players, they've absolutely loved it. Are you enjoying it, playing through the middle there?
Yeah, it's all right. It's different. It's a lot harder, more demanding on the body, but I've played there before, and obviously the best 13 in the comp is Cam, and I just fill in when he's out, and I just try and do the best to replicate how he plays, and but it's better on the edge.
The way that you're going at the moment, though, mate, if something came knocking at the end of the season, as far as playing for Tonga or Australia, if you got the opportunity to play for the Kangaroos, what would you do then?
If it came up, I don't know right now. I'd probably have to think about it. If I was to get chosen for Australia, I don't know how often that comes along. So, I don't know, to be honest.
You'll probably have to make that decision more than I will.
I know. We'll see how we go.
Might come knocking.
Yeah.
We're getting some photos.
Yeah.
So, boys, we've got a couple of photos, and we just want to get your live reaction. The first thing that comes to mind when you see them, your honest thoughts, each photo. You're going to hold them up and flash them as we go?
Flash them.
Okay.
First word that comes to mind.
Ish.
What was that?
Who'd you point at?
No, trophy.
Yes.
One word. Freak.
One word. Oh, ish.
Or just your first thoughts, whatever it might be.
Freak, what a team.
Yeah, hectic.
Really. Far out.
That's hectic.
Speed, size, everything.
Straight up. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, sorry. Just paper cut, Keon.
That happens at training.
Yeah, straight up.
Yeah. Nah, he's passionate.
Yeah, hard.
He's probably like the number one
Competitive.
passionate guy in the club. Yeah.
Yeah, competitive.
Are there some days you show up, though, and keep your distance?
Yeah. Some days, you'll know.
This one I'm really looking forward to you guys seeing.
Hey, Skip. Yeah.
Look, I'm a Queenslander. I can't really comment on this right now, but Skip.
Really like the kid until then, too. That's very disappointing.
Hey.
Trail meet by the seat.
Yeah, true.
Trail meet. Uncle.
He's about to fall asleep. I know, old man.
I like to call him Jude Wayne because I'm Lebanese and this is my club and I can't wait for Jude Wayne to come back.
What you doing?
Wayne.
Yeah.
Freak.
History.
Yeah, history. I don't know. Juniors or something.
Yeah.
Next.
Teeth.
Put him away. Next.
Boo.
Yeah, that's a mad one.
Next.
Freak, I was very happy.
What a game.
Oh,
Next.
damn, that was a game.
Ish.
Freak. Energy.
Yeah, straight up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Proper.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Can't get enough of each other.
All right, last one.
Oosh.
Ish.
Goat.
Yeah,
Best.
the GOAT, straight up.
Probably
100%.
the best.
Now, boys, before we let you go, you've obviously got Wayne Bennett arriving next year, or re-arriving for you, Keon. Thought we'd do a little bit of trivia on his coaching career, so I hope your history of the last 80 years is good, because there's a bit to dive into here. In which year did Wayne Bennett make his debut as a head coach in the NRL?
Multiple choice on it.
Yeah, surely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll give you 1993, 1991, 1987, or 1985.
Which one's the oldest
It'll
one?
be in the 80s, though.
Yeah.
Nah. Yeah, no, it will be.
87?
Nah, I don't think so. Not that far back. Oh.
30 years? Nah, I got no idea. Second highest.
What was the second 90? The early
7.
87.
90s.
What was the first 90s?
95, was it? 93.
I'll go 90.
We're going to be editing that.
I'll go 93, I reckon. 80's old, bruh.
You're right.
It was 80. The oldest one.
87. Oh my gosh.
Listen, got to collaborate.
He's older than 70.
Straight up.
Okay, how many NRL premierships has he won as coach?
Oh, I should know that.
Okay, Ken.
Do you need multiple choice?
Yeah.
2,
No, not 2.
5, 7, or 9?
I thought it was 6.
Oh, yeah, 7? That's closest to 6 or 7. 5. 5 seems realistic. That's like halfway.
Yeah, it might be 5.
We locking in 5.
What was the other one? 7. 7.
7's a lot.
He's won 7.
He's won 7.
Looking for 8.
8's the record, isn't
7,
it?
that's
8's
a
the record.
lot, bro.
Yeah, insane. What about boys? Which teams has he coached in first grade? Can you name them?
How many has he? It'll be
Bunnies.
Broncos, Bunnies,
Bronx, Dolphins.
Dolphins. Newcastle Dragons.
Newcastle
That's it, isn't it? One more.
Dragons. Oh, wait, can you tell us how many though? Oh, no. 5.
Oh yeah, that's
yeah.
one. Bunnies, Broncos,
Bronx, Dolphins.
Dolphins,
Newcastle.
Knights, and what was it? St George.
St. George.
They haven't got that one, have they?
No.
No, you missed one.
Missed his first club.
Where he started in 87.
Oh, that's 12.
No.
Was it Canberra?
Give you a hint.
Yes.
Oh, well done.
Oh, nice.
Very good.
The hint is that's where you're going this weekend.
Oh yeah.
You want to do this
No,
one?
you go.
Okay. Which team did Wayne Bennett coach to his first NRL premiership? So which team did he win his first comp with?
1 in 6 chance of getting it right.
It'll be Broncos or Raiders.
What are we going for?
He smiled when you said Broncos.
I know he won at Broncos. I don't know if he won at Raiders.
He smiled at me.
Broncos 92. Yeah.
He's very, very in tune.
I'm just watching you.
He knows what he's doing. Boys, what about, so Wayne Bennett. How many State of Origin series did Wayne Bennett coach for Queensland?
Is that the question?
No, the question's wrong here. Sorry, Kat.
okay.
What have we done here?
Ignore that. Just
Okay,
move
so
on.
we'll go to the next one. Which international team did Wayne Bennett coach to a Rugby League World Cup victory?
Was it New Zealand? Nah, it was New Zealand. Nah, wait. No, he did England. I don't know if they won. No, it's New Zealand.
I don't know. You're better at this than I am.
England. He coached England, but they didn't win.
They didn't win. Australia in 1992.
Oh, Australia. Oh, freak.
Should have just said that.
No,
eh?
obvious.
That's kind of obvious.
Oh,
We suck.
yeah, that was hard.
All right, boys. Where did Wayne Bennett coach his 700th game of first grade? Which club do you reckon he would have been at? So if you think about, wasn't here. He started in 87 at the Raiders. When do you think he would have landed at game 700 at what club?
700.
And it wasn't here, you said that.
Do you know? No, it wasn't here. Do you know what he's at the moment?
What's he at the moment?
He's at 925 right now. So he's 3 seasons away from 1,000.
How many games in the season? Like 20 something?
He was here for what? 3? That's,
We need some.
he was at Broncos before here.
Wait.
Wait, I want to get it.
Can I give you a little clue?
Yeah.
He's coached more than 600 games at the Broncos. So where did he coach game 700?
He went back to the Broncos, didn't he? And then he came here. Because him and Sebe swapped.
There's a math in it.
Make sure you carry the one.
It's like 3 times
3 times 20.
780. Wait. I'm trying to think of it.
Do you have a
It'll work out because I'm trying to figure. He was 3 years here, so that's like 20. I'll round up to 30 games.
Yeah, he gets
So
go
it's like-
30s, and they'll be rough.
I'll say like 70 games. So 850, no, 850, and then he was 850. I'll say,
Just do it.
whatever again. I don't know, Broncos.
Incorrect.
Oh wait, can we get another
Newcastle.
chance?
Not Newcastle.
Dragons.
Dragons.
That was ages ago.
Yeah, it was.
That was 2010, wasn't it?
Yep. But you think 25 games a season? He's only like he didn't coach for a couple of years there.
since 80.
Yeah. All right. I think this one will really test you.
That one. This is the hard one, or
So Wayne Bennett in the grand finals, he's won. You don't need to name them all, but can you name 3 of the Clive Churchill medalists from those games? Just think about the Broncos side, the Dragons side.
this is all on you, bro.
Elfie Langer or something? Elfie Langer?
One. Langer, one.
What's his name? No, what's his name? The coach for Broncos? Matt?
He's not one of them, but that sort of team.
Good, right ear off.
Position?
You've got a fullback.
Oh, Lockyer.
Lockyer, well done. You've actually got another fullback. Dragons fullback.
Oh, no. Yeah. Oh, did he win it? Hey. I was going to say Benny, but he was up.
Who was the last captain of a Wayne Bennett coach premiership winning side?
Benny Hornby.
Well done.
Yes.
Good. Coach will love that one. All right, last one.
To wrap it up.
Wrap it up. When Wayne Bennett coached his first game as South Sydney Rabbitohs head coach, who was his fullback?
His first game. It was against the Sharks.
It wasn't against the Sharks. I'll give you a hint. It was against Latrell.
Wait, his first Rabbitohs game?
Yeah.
Against the show.
What year was that? 2018? Not 18. Oh. What was it? Nah. GI. Nah.
It wasn't GI.
Oh, was that the Rabbitohs one?
GI was in the centres. Rabbitohs won.
Not Corey Allen. Nah. I remember that game because Sammy scored. Was that the game Sammy scored?
Yes.
Cookie kicked it for him. Oh.
It's not GI. It's not Corey Allen. Who else could it be?
I'm gonna freaking.
He'll be on the bus with you to Canberra on Sunday.
AJ.
AJ. Very good.
That reaction was amazing.
Wow. I thought it was.
I did nothing the whole time.
I remember that game.
But you did
Oh,
good,
that was
bro.
the photo. That game.
That was the go.
Yeah, I remember that game.
Well, that's it, boys. That's it. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Your Wayne Bennett knowledge, not bad. Not bad. But you've got a bit of time to study up before he gets back.
All right. I'll remember that stuff.
Thanks for joining us, boys.
Oh, thanks for having us.
Thanks, hey, thanks for having us.
Appreciate it.
All right, we are joined by Jacob Gagai and Pete Mamazellis. Guys, thank you so much for joining us on the Kat-Chup. Now, we've done some Wayne Bennett trivia. We've chatted to the other boys. Your time will come as well. I know you're a bit nervous for the trivia, but we're just going to ask you some questions first. Let's kick it off with the Olympics. I've got to ask you the same question. If you were to compete, what would it be in? And it obviously can't be a rugby league related sport.
Here you go.
Well, I've got to think, hey. So for my rehab today, I had to go to the pool and do some laps. So I'd rule swimming. I'd rule swimming out straight away. I don't know. I reckon shot put. Yeah, I reckon if I trained for that, that's probably my best goal.
What about you, Jacob?
Probably javelin or something.
Yeah.
I feel like, well, we had the agility poles out there and we were mucking around with them a few weeks ago and I had arms. It's probably that.
I like that. Actually, what would you do?
Oh, God knows. Probably, I don't know, maybe a bit of judo or something.
That is not what I expected him to say at all. Do you know?
I'll tell you what, Keon threw me with the swimming.
Yeah.
That really threw me.
I don't think he can swim.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Key on the swimmer. I've been told that I look like Stephanie Rice, the swimmer. So I'm like, maybe by default, I'll just do that.
Doesn't count if you say it yourself, unfortunately. Guys, what about growing up, playing footy and whatnot? Who are your role models and your heroes that you looked up to?
As a South fan, I love Nathan Merritt. In years that we struggled, he sort of stood out, so it was always cool to watch him play. As I got older and started taking footy a bit more serious, I like watching Isaac Luke obviously play hooker, so watching him and trying to include some of his game into my game. But also, I liked Adam Reynolds as well. It was pretty cool to watch.
Hard not to like Adam Reynolds.
Yeah.
About yourself, mate?
Yeah, my old boy was a role model for, I guess, me and my brother. Is the reason why we started playing the game. But in the NRL as a kid growing up, being from Mackay up North Queensland, Matty Bowen was a real big influence, especially, you know, to a lot of young Indigenous boys back then, and what he done on the footy field was pretty spectacular. So Matty Bowen for me for sure.
What's the age difference between you and your brother?
5 years, I think.
5 years, yeah, right. And obviously, mate, your career started a little bit later than most. I still haven't given up on my NRL career either, so could be 32 years of age, my debut. What would be your advice for blokes that are in reserve grade and everything, just hanging on, trying to stay in there?
Just to, I just guess keep hanging on. Well, my love for the games, that's probably what kept me in it. I just love the game, and it's obviously having that dream of being in this position to play NRLs. I knew it's something that was always what I wanted to do. There was definitely times there where, like I could have, especially in recent years, where I thought, you know, it probably wasn't just going to happen, and just to walk away from it and just to play local footy and muck around and that. But I knew I had the ability to do it, and I guess, yeah, for the advice thing, just if you really want it, just stick at it, because you never know, it probably will come.
And mate, for me, like, I was obviously over there in Las Vegas. What a place to debut.
Well, if you had told me I was going to be debuting in Las Vegas, I probably would have laughed at you, but yeah, it was a crazy experience. I guess not only for myself, it was a big thing for, I guess, the whole of NRL to take it over there. And so it sort of settled me a bit, because obviously having such a big spectacle and playing an NRL first grade game over in a place like Las Vegas, I guess all the boys were a bit nervous because it was such a big thing for everyone. So it sort of just calmed the nerves a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, that was a hell of a debut. It was so cool to see. But speaking of that, obviously it would be one of the proudest moments that you've had in your career so far. But for both of you, is there a moment that stands out?
I think for the both of us, would have to be our Cup Grand Final last year. Was a pretty special one. Obviously, we had a pretty close group, myself and Pete and a few of the other boys. And the way we started that year too, we were sitting like 12th or something, and like round 10, 11, we're like, we had no chance here. And then we just come together and just said, boys, let's have a crack and we'll just see what happens. And eventually we just started stringing wins together, and then eventually found ourselves in the top 5, and then the rest was history. Yeah. That was probably my proudest year.
I wouldn't say one specific moment. I think I've got a couple. Obviously, my debut, growing up in the area, being such a big South fan. Obviously, I wanted to play NRL, but to play and make my debut for South, that was the dream. So when I did that, that was pretty cool. And then I'd say just for my parents to play for Greece in the World Cup, that was pretty cool. Our first World Cup for Greece, and just having my family over there, just to see how much it meant to them. So I'd say, and then also the grand final win with the boys too. That was pretty special. So I'd say those three.
Yeah, there's some pretty cool moments right there. Speaking of game days and all that type of stuff, do you guys have any rituals that are key to your performance every week? You catch me as a bit of a ritual guy. I don't know what it is.
I used to have a ritual, actually.
I picked it.
I wouldn't say a ritual, but I used to wear these shoulder pads, I reckon, for about 6 years. They had holes in them by the end of it. This is when I was younger. And then my mum threw them out one day, and I didn't know if I could play rugby league anymore after that. But once that sort of happened, I sort of just went with the flow. I didn't, like, whatever happens, I'll go for a swim. Sometimes with the boys, go get brekkie with the boys. Just whatever happens. So, yeah, I don't really have any rituals now.
I'm sort of the same. I'm like pretty relaxed. I find, because if I do that, I sort of start weaking out if something doesn't happen. So I'll try not to do that. I'm pretty relaxed. The main thing is obviously just be well rested. Like if we got like the late game, 7:30 at night or 8 o'clock, I just make sure I get a nap in, because it can drag out and probably drain you for that whole day, because we sometimes jump on the bus at like 6 o'clock at night, so it can be a long day. So for them ones, I just make sure I'm well rested, have a nap, and that's pretty much it for me.
Is there anyone else in the team that stands out as far as their rituals and superstitions and whatnot?
Mine's I actually picked up on it, will be Isaiah Tass. He told me too. He's always got to be last out. So if you notice when he plays, when we run out onto the field, you'll notice that he's the last one to run out, and he full puts boys in front of him to make sure he's. So me and the boys have mucked around about it a couple of times just to see what happens if we just jump behind him and just be like, no, you go in front of me. But that's probably the only one I can think of.
What about you, Pete? Anyone else stands out?
Yeah, Cookie. Before every game, he puts his headphones in and he listens to this song for about 5 minutes, but no one talks to him. He just sits there with his head down. He's got his earphones in. No one bothers him, and then after that, he's good to go. That's probably the only thing I've really noticed.
Just on Damien Cook, mate. Obviously, you're a South junior coming all the way through. Everyone in South Sydney has known you coming through as the next 9 for quite some time, and you've had to be very patient. Yeah. Cookie's obviously leaving at the end of the year. When you look back on your career in the future, what do you think you would have learnt from Damien Cook?
He's just a professional. Everything he does on the field and off the field, how he recovers after trainings. He's the first one in the ice bath. His diet, even on off days, he'll go in and come do some yoga or something like that. Just whatever he feels his body needs. So that's probably something that I take out of it. And just when he's on the field, he just competes. So just tries to get better every day. And then when you see that and you train with him for so long, it's you sort of learn that, and that's what you sort of aim to do every day as well.
Boys, the South Sydney fan base, it's a pretty unique one, a very passionate one, probably the most loyal in the game, in my opinion. Explain to me, though, that fan base and the experience you've had with them.
Yeah, I think you see it. I live around close by in this area, and you sort of feel it around just in the community. You could be just going get groceries or whatever, and there's South people everywhere screaming out South and recognise you if you have a good game or whatever, stuff like that. You can really feel it along in the community, not just at games and training and stuff like that. So, yeah, it's pretty cool fan base.
Yeah, I feel like South fans are very loyal, especially this year. We haven't had the best season, sort of rough to start. But even after games, we come into training, got the cafe out the front, there'll be South fans in there, having brekkie, talking to the boys, saying, you guys have got this, for sticking with you. So it's pretty cool to have fans like that. No matter how you're going, they're going to stick by you, and you know that you've got their support, which is pretty cool.
It's something that definitely sets this club apart. It's even as a fan, it's what makes it so nice. Yeah. Is you always know that there's going to be that sense of community, no matter what's going on. But my question to you: we're here with Classic Sportswear. Your thoughts on who is the best stylish in the team? You heard Keon and Hazen before, but give me your thoughts.
I'd say Lockie, but we all know he doesn't dress himself. I remember, I'll give you a story. So when we were going to Vegas, we had a thing organised for Captain's Run where in the NBA when they rock up in their suits or whatever they're wearing. I remember Lockie I was rooming with him. He had his outfit set out the night before, what he's going to wear, his fancy jacket. He got a jacket made for him just for the Captain's Run. So I'd say Lockie, but we all know it's Regan.
Just on that as well, Jai Arrow, big Reg Reagan. Yeah. I hope that was set out on the bed the night before. All time.
Yeah, that suited him to a T. I think that was the best one. We boys got a good laugh out of that one. Jai's real good like that.
What about who thinks they're the best dressed?
I don't know.
He gives themselves raps, bro.
Yeah, I'd probably say Davey. He wears like these matching tracksuit.
Yeah.
I've never really seen anyone rock a matching tracksuit before, so I'd probably say Davey. He's got the confidence to pull it off.
Oh, really? No, by the way he wears it too, he's 100. You see, he's a big boy, and he's got like size small on, and just skin tight.
Skin tight.
It's like, bro, you're the biggest human, and you're wearing this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need to see photos of this after. Yeah.
Boys, we've got a couple of photos here that we're just going to take you through and give you a live reaction to. Just one or two words, first thing that comes to mind when you see these.
I'd say legendary. So many superstars in that team and what they accomplished. Pretty cool. All South fans will remember it.
Yeah, definitely. History.
Hothead.
100%. Cooper will probably have him in that one.
We spoke to some of the other boys earlier. As their days you come into the gym and it's just, don't make eye contact. Avoid.
That's hard to say, eh?
Hectic. That was pretty mad. He's obviously, I don't know how old he is there, and to be holding that and what he done in the games, pretty cool.
I want to see him in a South jersey. That would be
So do I.
Tired. Yeah, tired. Tired. He must have been tired the old fella.
Have either of you had anything to do with Wayne so far? Like, were you in the camp?
So my first year, Wayne gave me my debut, and then obviously it was the bubble that year, so we all moved up to the Gold Coast, and you could just tell he was very nurturing. Like, he just cared about all these players. It didn't matter who you were, if you had played 150 NRL games or if it was, you're just starting off your career. He just made sure that he spoke to everyone and made sure everyone was all right.
Mm. He's obviously had a lot to do with Dane as well throughout his career.
I think that's what makes him, like Pete said, is such a good coach. Is not obviously probably got nothing to do with football. He just gets to know his players on a deeper level, and obviously that's why you see when he just brings the best out of his players, no matter what side he's got. It just makes players think they can just run through walls and stuff like that. I think that's why he's so good. Is he just gets along with his players really well on the deeper level and makes them want to play for him.
Mm. That's really cool.
I'd say home.
Yeah, has to be home. Sure.
Love that. I'm going to cry.
I'd say...
Do you know what the boy said? Next.
Yeah, I know everyone likes the banter with him, but I'd say he's a role model for me. He's just been a champion for so long, and every day coming in and watching him do his thing, you aspire to get to the level. He's played for New South Wales, and he's played so many first grade games now. And he just continues to get better every year. So
he's definitely ingrained in the club.
Next. That's the next one.
Yeah. This one will be interesting for you.
That's how it should be.
What a game. How good was that?
Yeah. I don't know how they did it.
You enjoy it, mate?
Yeah, I actually, was that just gone? Yeah. No, it was. I actually went to the game, obviously with Dane getting called back in, as a rugby league fan. The first 20 minutes, I was just like, well, that fire, someone's going to crack here. And then it just carried on for another 20 minutes and then another 20 minutes. And L's gone by and it's 4-2 and they're still playing at the intensity that they were. So you couldn't, no matter who you went for, you couldn't just not help but sit back and just go, how good's this?
How did you find out that Dane was back in the side? Did he call you?
He just called me and just said, hey, I'm just coming back in the side. And it sort of worked out good because we obviously had Tigers in the Central Coast and then we trained that day. I told Benny, and as I said, obviously Annie just got called back into the team, and I never know, if hopefully he does play again next year. But I would be filthy if I was there for his first one, and if it was his last one, I would have been pretty filthy if I missed it. And we had the day off the next day, so it worked out good. Just trained here on the Wednesday and just flew straight there, and watch him get beat, unfortunately.
What a game.
My sympathy's minimal, but
yeah, we don't feel sorry for you at all.
I'd say connection. I feel like we've got such a good connection here at this club.
Yeah, no, them two probably lead that for sure.
Set the bar. Yeah. And then finally, I was actually disappointed that you didn't pull this one out for your first try.
I was a goal
Goat freak, whatever.
Yeah, I'd say goat.
Yeah.
Goat for sure.
It's all about try celebrations as well. Someone's got to pull this out.
Yeah, I think this weekend might have to.
I think that Cho's the one to do it.
Yeah.
I think you have to be a certain sort of player, don't you, to pull the goanna.
It was pretty cool. I remember when Renault was still doing it. I think everyone that scored was just doing it. It was pretty cool. So.
That's cool.
Now, boys, Wayne arrives back next year. We've got a couple of trivia questions. I know you already heard a few of them earlier, but I put some of the harder ones in the back pocket for you because you look pretty confident sitting over there. Let's start.
Actually, they were covering their ears.
I did notice that.
We put a lot of trust in you with that.
In which year did Wayne Bennett make his debut as a head coach in the NRL?
I don't know.
The other boys wanted multiple choice, which I thought was pretty cowardly, personally.
He debuted as a head coach.
Yeah.
Far out. How long is it? No.
Are you getting
Late
80s?
80s? 80s? No, so late 70s? No, that's too long.
Not 70s?
I reckon I'm going to go 80s for sure. It has to be 80s. 80. Early 80s? 80.
What do you reckon, Pete?
80, I'm going to go 84.
84?
I'll go 87.
87. Well done. Very good, yeah. 1987.
Well, how many times has he won an NRL premiership?
Dragons. Yeah. Nah, I don't know.
I reckon.
He would have won a few at Bronx.
Yeah, I'm gonna go 8. I reckon around there.
Bronx, Dragons. Dragons was his last one, wasn't it? The other one.
Yeah,
It was
Dragons. Yeah.
2010.
Yeah.
One. I'm gonna say. And Broncos. I reckon he was there. 7.
Wow.
Well done. 7.
Good job. 7.
Very good.
8 when he gets back here.
Yeah.
Yeah, 8 next year.
Incoming.
Okay, and speaking of which, you obviously know what clubs he's coached. Can you list them? And in order. Where did he start?
Broncos.
What was his
Started at
first club?
Canberra.
Correct.
So he went
Canberra.
from Canberra.
Broncos.
Yep. He was there for an eternity. Where'd he go to next?
Dragons.
Dragons. Then. Yep.
Then here. No. Oh, he went. Knights. He went back.
Yeah. Oh,
Dragons. Knights.
So after Newcastle, what did he do?
Yeah,
Broncos, didn't
he went, but then he come here. His next club.
Broncos.
And then now Dolphins.
South Dolphins.
Dolphins. Yeah.
Not bad. I don't think the other two would have got that just quietly.
No, I think they're
Bro, Keon was in a world of hurt before. He was in all sorts. All right. How about... So, Wayne, he's coached Queensland in 8 Origin series. He's won 5 of them. How many have New South Wales won?
How many Origin series?
Against Wayne.
Oh, against Wayne.
So, Wayne won 5.
3.
Trick question, there was a draw in there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, 2002. I thought you might have been a sniff at that one.
How could there be a draw though?
Game 1, Game 2, and then Game 3 was a tie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Imagine if we would have got that the other night.
Yeah.
Literally no golden point, nothing. They just gave it to the.
Golden point. Oh wow, I didn't know that.
They gave it to the team who won the year before.
I thought it would just go until someone, obviously golden point, someone scored. Wow, I didn't.
Shock of that one.
Yeah, right. Nah, I didn't know that.
You Queenslanders would claim it though.
Okay. Who was the last captain of a Wayne Bennett coached premiership winning side?
Dragons.
Benny Hornby.
Yeah, Benny Hornby.
Correct. Last one? Or one more? 2 more.
Got 2 more. Now, the boys might have heard some of the trivia questions before, so I've put some in the back pocket that they haven't heard yet. So, of these 3 players, which one did Wayne coach the least? Darren Lockyer, Darius Boyd, or Alan Langer?
First thought was.
I reckon he's coached Darius Boyd.
Yeah, definitely
most,
Darius the most.
and
He went with him
surely
everywhere.
Lockyer as well.
No, but I think Wayne was with Langer them early days too.
Yeah, true.
He coached Darius Boyd for 292 games. Unbelievable. So he was the most. Lockyer or Alf?
I'm gonna go Alf.
Yeah.
He also coached Lockie for 292 games on the dot as well. Alf, 258 games. Yeah, almost 300 games together. Lockyer and Wayne, and Boyd and Wayne.
Guys, thank you so much for joining us. Good luck against Canberra this weekend, and obviously for the rest of the season as well. I'll be backing you for the rest of eternity. But thank you so much for taking the time to chat with us today.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks for having us.
Appreciate it.